Hey, I'm extremely sleep deprived. What's up, is a culture detective here investigating your favorite movies, and today I'm going to be doing a movie review. I realize it's been a couple of weeks since I have done a movie review, and I really need to make one. But yeah, it's been a while since I have sat down and talked about a classic film. For the last month or so, I have been reviewing newly released movies because these are the movies that people nowadays care about, obviously. But I think part of the charm of my YouTube channel is that I also talk about movies that not a lot of people have heard of outside the movie community. And even if you're inside the movie community, you may or may not have seen this film. So today I want to talk about La Notti di Cabiria, or Nights of Cabiria, by Federico Fellini. And it is a film released in 1957 in Italy. And yeah, I thought about reviewing Fargo by the Coen brothers. I finished watching it yesterday, and I'm going to be honest here, I'm not really all that impressed by that movie. I also thought of maybe reviewing some Lady Vengeance by Park Chan-wook, but honestly, you and I both know why I love that film so much. Come on, it's like right up my alleyway. But the film I want to talk about is Nights of Cabiria by Federico Fellini. This is my second Fellini film. The first Fellini film I've ever seen is La Strada. I watched it way back in last year, like March of last year, I think, and I really enjoyed it. It's I thought it's gonna be like a slow paced movie, like realist, slow paced, black and white movie. But no, it's not slow paced. It's kind of realist. It's black and white. It's film, but it's not slow paced at all. It's really easy to digest. It has very simple plot and characters. You root for them, and then the things that happen to them are things that you would really care about, and that's pretty fantastic. Now, La Strada came out in 1954, and 3 years later, Fellini took the same formula but pushed it one step further, where we have Nights of Cabiria, La Notti di Cabiria, where essentially we see the life of Cabiria within the span of like a couple weeks, maybe. And I didn't even know this, like when I went into the film, I knew nothing about it, but it's actually a slice of life movie. And yeah, I must say I'm not the biggest fan of slice of life. But what's awesome about this movie is that this is basically Italian neorealism, but Fellini pushes it one step further. So obviously in the 1940s and early 50s, Italy went through a phase of neorealist cinema where we have, you know, Bicycle Thieves and Rome Open City and Umberto D and whatnot, where we see films about people, about real things that happen to real people, usually people in the middle class or the lower class. And in a sense, La Strada and this film are also like that. But Fellini puts his own spin on it because instead of just simply showing life in its pure form, in its most realistic form, he also adds a touch of humor, a touch of color, a touch of quirkiness to his story that makes it so much more colorful and unpredictable. And he basically strings a bunch of tiny stories together, and all of these stories are sweet, hearty, and sometimes even emotionally crushing. The main character of this film, Cabiria, is played by Giulietta Messina, who is actually the wife of Fellini's, and she is absolutely amazing in this film because she gives such a freaking energetic performance. She's like the female version of Buster Keaton in this film. And her character is unlikable. Like if she's like a real person in real life and I meet her, I wouldn't want to hang out with her at all. She is a noisy, loud-mouthed woman who doesn't know what she's doing, who is very uh, braggadocious. She constantly brags that she has a house when in fact she's just poor and she has nothing to do, and she just keeps finding herself in trouble. But Fellini manages to make every unlikable character likable in his films. She becomes someone that you really, really root for and you really want to see succeed because her life is just so tough and she just has such character that there's something precious about it. And so Fellini manages to make a simple slice of life movie into something really, really investing. The opening 15 minutes of this film is both tragic and funny. I totally didn't see it coming. It started off like a basic romance film. I'm not gonna spoil it, by the way. Like, you need to watch it for yourself. It starts off really basic, and then boom, something crazy happens, and then it's funny, it's tragic, and it basically sets the rest of the film in motion. And then I wouldn't say scene, I would say like arc, because there are like multiple arcs in this film. Arc after arc, we have something interesting going on, whether it be Cabiria's run in with a famous actor, the carnival scene, the hypnotist scene, which I really love, and then the last act. All of these arcs are also fantastic. And all of these arcs also follow a similar pattern where when I first watch it, I'm like, whoa, where is the story going? What is the narrative? What is the premise of this film? Why is it so confusing? Why is it so inconsistent and messy? And then I get to the climax of this arc and I'm like, oh my god. And then repeat again and again, basically for 5 times. And I just really, really freaking love it. I just really love how this film is structured. It's a little experimental, but not enough to make it inaccessible or abstract or anything. And the ending scene is very memorable. It's going to leave a strong mark on you, the same way it left a mark on me. And the music is good too. Yeah. So yeah, needless to say, this is one of the most unique pieces of European cinema I've ever encountered. And I like it a lot more than La Strada, and I'm genuinely feeling a strong 9 to a 10 out of 10. So, have you watched Notti Di Cabiria? Comments below, let me know, subscribe if you want more. Thanks for watching. I should watch more Italian cinema, and European cinema in general, because I've been watching a lot of Asian cinema, and I still plan to do that, by the way. Like, I have like 5-6 pieces of East Asian cinema I'm planning to watch this April, so prepare for that.